Hey everyone, so today we're going to be going over the To Love-Ru Darkness 2nd English Edition trial deck. As you can see, I have the box here. I already took it out because it's annoying to take it out on video. So here we go. We look at the deck. It comes with, of course, the deck wrapped up, and it comes with all this stuff that if you bought a trial deck before, you're used to seeing. It comes with the fold-out playmat, which I'll fold out over here because it has a lot of the deck information on it that we're going to need to look at when we do deck tech. Put that down. Comes with a little cheat sheet of how to play, basically how to read your cards, etc., etc. And of course we have the full-blown playbook, which, if you haven't played Weiss, definitely read through it. And if you have, just do what I do and throw it in the trash. So here's our deck. Let's take it out of the sleeve, little plastic thing they give you, and see what we got. So first I'll go through just the cards, look at them, and then go through the deck tech, and then kind of what I think, if I like it compared to some of the other decks I've played, and things like that. So we'll start off, we have the foil Darkness Yami, which is, of course, the promo you get in the front of the pack, which is really cool. And we have another copy of that card, which is great. And we have Pure and Sweet Girl Momo, which is nice. It's one of those nice foil cards. I enjoy that a lot. I like foils. From playing a lot of Magic, I enjoy foils very much. Let's see, we have some Melting Ice Cream little event cards going on. So I'm reading a book Yami, which is really important for the combo in this deck. So I'm going to put that right over here because we're going to need to look at that. We have the Household Dining Table Mekon. I'm actually looking to build a Mekon deck out of the cards I get in the booster box later this week, so that's going to be something I'll look forward to doing. And we'll make a little pile out of these. And then what do we have here? We have the Midsummer Poolside Yui, which is a cool card. I like that. Nothing wrong with that. Keep my pile straight as I can at least. We have the Counter Were They Happening Haruna. We have two of those. Just seems like a basic 5,000 power card, nothing too crazy. And we have Looking After Younger Sister Lala. This is one of the few Lala cards I think that most likely come in this. I looked at the deck list before, but I forget. I think it's like one of the few Lala cards that comes in it, which is fine with me. It doesn't bother me at all. And we have two of the Heart Racing Bath Time Nana, which is, I believe, also really important in the deck for the combo, so I'm going to put that over here as well. And then we have two Rito cards, Gentle and Brave, so put those off to the side. And we have two Innovative Real Lalas, 5,500, basically just beater cards. It looks like they have no effects or anything, so they're cool. We have two of Love Licking Maya, 3,500, pretty basic looking card. So cards in front of you get side attack is the effect on it, which is kind of cool, I guess. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Ideal Project Harem Momo, which I believe is also really important for the combo, so put that over there because I'll need that. Then we have 1, 2 of the Changing Clothes Yui, which is a cool card. Just again, looks like another beater, 0, 3000 beater card. We have 1, 2 of the Midsummer Poolside Haruna, 2000 beater with an effect, nothing too crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Midsummer Poolside Nanas, which I forget if it's the Nanas that are important in the combo. I think it's the Nanas. We'll put them aside and see. So we have Changing Clothes Mekon. Like these cards, I might have these in the deck I built with the booster box. Let's see. There's a side. Takia Memories Yami. Cool card. 1500 has a lot of auto abilities, so probably something to combo off with a couple other low power cards. Daffahart Maya. And Pure and Sweet Girl Momo again, the non-foil version. So pretty good cards. And then we have some Climax cards. We have Heart Racing Happening. We have 1, 2 of those. We have 1, 2 of Precious Younger Sister. And 1, 2, 3, 4 of Friends. And they're going to be important for the combo in the deck as well. So now I'm going to do a really crappy transition to my deck tech. And I'll bring out the mat with all the explanation and all. Alright guys, so now we're going to talk about some of the combos and the real deck tech. Things you're going to want to do at level 0, 1, 2, and 3 to really get this deck rolling and start dealing the damage. So these two cards I have here are going to be basically your level 0 combo, the thing you want to try to get out. So the card you're aiming for is basically Ideal Project Harem Momo, which has 2, 3 effects, which read, all your other cards named Midsummer Poolside Nana get plus 500 power, and Encore. Put a character from your hand into your waiting room, and continuous assist of all your characters in front of this card get plus 500 power, which is really good. So you put it on the back, you get 500 power to the Poolside Nana card, along with another 500 from backing it up. So you get a free 1,000 basically just for having this combo out, and it's a really good way to start off because, you know, you can just, if you need to, just dump your whole hand in the beginning. Just dump your hand, try to pull this combo. This is a really easy combo to pull off, doesn't cost anything. You drop it and you can start dealing damage. So that's a really good, easy, level 0 combo you can do to kind of get your ball rolling a little early. And then, so the level 1 combo, I'll bring the cards over from the left side here, is going to be a combination of Heart Racing Bath Time Nana and the Friends Climax card. So the Nana card reads, when a card named Friends is placed in the Climax area, if this card is in your center stage, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. So that's great. So, you know, if you're doing, you know, this level 1 combo over here and you're just swinging out, you know, sacking and sacking and sacking just to get the trades off, then you're able to pull some of those characters back. And I'll read the Climax card too, just for good measure. When this card is placed in your Climax area from your hand, choose up to 1 red card in your waiting room and put that into your stock. And all of your characters get +1 soul. So of course you get the soul buff and you get an extra stock. Extra stock is always good. This card has no cost, of course, you know, but other level 1s you have in the deck are going to be having cost, so it's good to have those around. And then this is the real killer combo. It's going to be these 2 cards right here. So when you hit level 2, you're really going to be aiming to pull the Reading a Book Yami card, which reads, when this card is placed on the stage, onto the stage from your hand, reveal the top card of your deck. If the card is level 0 or lower character, put it into your stock. If it is not, return the revealed card to its original place, which is good. Most of the time by this point in the game, you've either drawn or played a lot of your zeros if you haven't reshuffled yet. So you're going to be putting the card back, but you're going to have that information. You're going to know what's going on. You're going to know what that card is and if you're able to use it. And then the card also has a change ability, so it's pay 1, put a card from your hand into the waiting room, and put this card into your waiting room. And yes, I read that correctly. At the beginning of your Climax phase, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a card named Darkness Yami in your waiting room and put it in the stage position this card was in. So at level 2, it gives you the ability to reach this level 3 10,000 power truck of a card. And of course it's foil, which is great. And this card reads, when this card is placed in the stage from your hand or by a change effect, you may put the top card of your clock into your waiting room, so you get to take off 1 damage. So at level 2, you get to take off a damage, which is great. That's always what you're aiming to do. You want to try to take off damage anywhere you can, so you can just start clobbering your opponent with this card. So you do have 2 of each, so you are able to pull off this combo twice, or if you're going to be pulling from the waiting room with the Friends Climax card, you'll be able to do that to really start just pulling these cards out again and again and again. The second ability for this card reads, put a card from your hand into your waiting room. When this card attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, this card gets plus 3,500 power until end of turn. So again, you just get to beef up this card even more, really. Like, that's the only way I can think to say it. If you have this out against your opponent who's only at level 2, maybe even level 3, and they don't have anything out yet, they don't have the stock to pay, then you can just start dealing damage, like really, really good, strong damage. And then, of course, the rest of the deck is really just, it's hyper aggressive. Even the sheet that comes with the deck calls it super aggressive. Like, it is, you want to get the cards out, you want to get the damage out early. And that's actually what I like about this deck, from playing the Love Live and seeing it and dealing with it for quite a while now, playing a lot of games against my friends, a couple at my local card shop. It's fun to have a lot of those, you know, backing up characters that help buff up your characters in the front, but nothing beats really just slapping a card down and just beating the crap out of your opponent sometimes. It feels really good. And of course, I was a huge fan of the show. That's why I got the trial deck. That's why I got the booster box to really try to build a character deck for this specific show. I wasn't as much a fan of Love Live as a show, but I enjoyed the almost control sense the deck has, which is something, of course, I'll keep. I'll have that around, and I'll have this, so I have 2 different styles to play. That way if I am playing against someone, you know, in a BO3 and, you know, the Love Live deck isn't working, I can switch out. It gives me the option to say, well, I'm not going to play the slow and control and buff game. I'm going to play the punch your face in game and see if I can win that way. So that's basically it. That's the whole coverage of the cards, the real deck tech, my love of the show. I have all the Blu-rays and all that stuff. I've seen the show a couple times now, and just waiting now for the booster box to get here so I can do that unboxing here and see if I can really build a deck for Mikan out of this, or if not, I can build like a dual character deck, like a Mikan Yami deck, which would be really cool, because I love both of those characters. Or if I get some like crazy, you know, expensive like foil crazy promo or triple rare card, I'll just build a deck around that because it's foil and pretty and I'll love it. So for now, if you guys want to see any more of the trial deck openings with the deck tech things that come, you know, and me talking about the show for a second and basically what I just did, let me know. If you want to see more booster box openings, let me know. I'll do a few more of those. And if you have any other suggestions, just let me know in the comments. And talk to you guys later.